Yo, what up guys, it's Flark, and I've got a new Unholy build for you. This one is back to using Necrolord, A-Bomb Limb. That's some familiar territory, I know. So this build has actually been theory crafted quite a few times across multiple seasons, and it's never quite come to fruition, but I think that's because we've been looking at it the wrong way. This is, of course, the Death Coil package. The Death Coil Legendary, that's 35% increased damage. We've got Doom Burst, which works on sudden Doom procs. We got Harbinger, which gives you more sudden Doom procs, and of course, the Conduit that brings it all together. This one right here, Embrace Death. That's 88% more damage on sudden Doom procs. That's a lot more damage, and Death Coil is buffed in a PvP setting by 30%. So all those things together, well, that feels like it's enough modifiers to start getting you into that one-shot huge damage territory. And when everything goes right and you get a crit, which of course you're not running a lot of crits, so that doesn't happen super often, this does feel like a one-shot, but again, I think that's the pitfall that we're running into. This is not supposed to be a one-shot build. This is actually more supposed to be a mixed damage, kind of enhancement shaman-esque build, where you still have all these millions of sources of damage, but you also have a pop. You also have a huge hit that you can rotate in pretty reliably that can finish somebody from high health, right? Or from medium health, right? So think enhancement shaman. It's got mixed damage, the lava lashes, the storm strikes, the flame shocks, even the autos, because they attack so fast, they have so much haste, they have so many sources of damage, and then boom, you get hit by a chain harvest and you're dead. But they didn't put everything into making sure you hit for an 80k chain harvest like we're talking a Vesper totem. It's actually more in line with just doing as much sources of damage as possible and then having a good finishing tool. That is what I think this build is like, and let me go through the talents and gearing and everything. And as I go through, I think you guys will see where we went wrong with this build and why this build actually has a lot more value, to the point where I think it actually is maybe an Unholy DK build, like a rank 1 pushing Unholy DK build. Not a gimmick, not a silly answer, but actually a build, the build even. So let's talk about it right now. We're gonna start with the talents. This is Infected Claws. So as you saw, we were running Doom Burst. This bursts 2 wounds when you get a sudden Doom proc, which makes it extremely important to have wounds on them at all times, because you're going to find that you are spending them very quick, especially with all the haste you have in this build. So you need to make sure you have as many sources of wound application as possible, and Infected Claws is a very good answer for that. Already deviating from how most people played this build, but we're going to keep going. Bursting Sores, of course. Wound interaction, wound generation, wound spending with Doom Burst. Yeah, you're going to want Bursting Sores, makes those wounds do more damage, and of course gives you an extra bit of cleave every time you burst one, which is just great for classes that passively cleave like DK. Asphyxiate, that's a no-brainer. We've only seen one time I've ever swapped off this talent as Unholy, and we know where that video is, the Night Fae one just before this, super funny. Harbinger of Doom, again, another no-brainer. Sudden Doom procs more often. This is a build around getting Sudden Doom procs, so this plus all your haste is really good. There's actually one more thing that this talent does that's so valuable, and of course you guys can read, you can see it right there, it can accumulate up to 2 charges. Now, what this is super valuable for is not that you're going to get them so quickly that, thank God, you got a second charge that you can hold, otherwise you would have wasted it. It's actually, I think, the ability to pool these charges. Instead of thinking, oh, I just got to spend them as quick as possible and at least I won't burn any. This is more about, hey, I've got a charge, but no CDs. So I'm actually just going to wait for Dark Transform, wait for Unholy Frenzy to come back up, and I'm going to pool this charge. And then I'm going to get another charge in the 10 seconds before I have those CDs. Then I'm going to use those CDs and burn both of these charges that I've accumulated, and that is a huge amount of spike damage. Remember, you've got your mixed damage from your cooldowns coming back up on Unholy Frenzy, APOC, Dark Transformation. And now you've got 2 pooled burst windows that not only give you a huge amount of damage from the Sudden Doom Death Coil, but also 4 wounds bursted in total, a 90% slow, right? This is extremely impactful. So that is what some of the value comes in from Harbinger, not just getting the Doom procs more often, which is not that powerful, but the ability to pool up burst damage, and we're going to talk more about that soon. Spell Eater is generally my pick. Of course, this entire row is valuable, but Spell Eater, 10-second AMS, I've talked about it a lot. That is what I think is very impactful as Unholy, especially in a meta with a lot of casters. You can just have a bigger AMS, a bigger answer, but of course immune their CC if you need to peel for your teammates. I just really think Spell Eater is a great talent on this row. Unholy Pact, again, another no-brainer. Defile was only used for that one video, so we're going back to Unholy Pact, and now we've got Unholy Assault. So of course we got to talk about this because you know that in my Unholy Glad guide that I posted a little while back, the right side pretty much was the Unholy Assault pet build, and the left side pretty much was the bargain build. But right now we've split it. We've split a diagonal. We've gotten a little bit of both, and I think that's one of the things that allows this build to be different from people trying it in the past. Unholy Assault, a huge amount of haste. It's a huge burst window. This is a burst-centric build with Doom Burst and Sudden Doom. Also, haste procs and haste percent gives you a lot more Sudden Doom procs, and it gives you more haste for your Infected Claws and your Raise A-Bomb, spoiler alert, to give you a lot more wounds, so you can generate those wounds and spend them faster. Remember, you are going to be spending wounds like crazy as this build. Each proc, in which you can have 2 of them, bursts 2 wounds for free, no cost, at a range. It's impossible not to spend wounds. So as much haste as you can possibly pump into this build is going to give you as much wound generation as you can possibly pump into this build, and that's extremely important. So Unholy Assault, we've effectively made a mixed build, and now you're starting to see those comparisons of Enhancement Shaman, where you've got a burst option, a sustained option, a both sustain and burst option, another burst option that also gives you some more sustain. You can see the build is not around just hitting somebody for a 30k death coil, which I did hit, and you'll see in the the gameplay video at the end. But no, it's actually around doing as many forms of damage as possible, having as much sustained value as possible, while also adding a spike, skill shot, one shot, whatever you want to call it, little sniper shot into the build, into the rotation, which is really wild. And the PvP talents highlight exactly that. We've already talked about Doomburst plenty. This is a auto pick. I don't think you would ever run this build without Doomburst, because I think it really does bring it all together. You've got a lot of things generating Sudden Doom and value during Sudden Doom, and this just really pulls it together. Now you've got a ranged 90% slow. If you've ever been in the 90% slow as a non-DK spec, because then they don't have the Death's Advance passive, you know that is extremely slow. You're effectively rooted, you're not moving, but it doesn't DR with other roots. So a non-DR 90% slow is actually extremely impactful, but bursting wounds at a range and getting all of the value from that, you get Runic Corruption procs from bursting these wounds, you get extra damage, you get extra damage to people around them. It's just very impactful. So Doomburst is an auto-pick, and we already know Necrotic Wounds is an auto-pick, because that is the defining feature of why Unholy is so good right now. It centers around this PvP talent right here. So, of course, our big man is the variable choice here. Now, again, I give Raise A-Bomb more value than a lot of people, especially since I prioritize haste more than most people. And Raise A-Bomb, again, with all the haste that you have, especially during Unholy Assault, is going to be swinging so fast that if he does have it in him to actually hit the right target, you know, to be nice to you and say, okay, fine, I will obey you this one time, then he is going to apply 14 wounds and a lot of extra damage to that kill target, and that is incredible. Now, this build can swap extremely easy, especially with Sudden Doom procs. You can actually just swap to the target that your Raise A-Bomb is going, and then fire off both death coils that you have, bursting the wounds that he applied, and doing a ton of damage, and crippling them with a 90% slow. So actually, Raise A-Bomb is good even when he is being his most dumb, which is a lot of the time. But if he does hit your target in the beginning, this is so much surreal pressure that I do believe that this is worth a choice, because again, 14 wounds and all of those autos and all the damage that he provides is going to be brutal for the enemy team to deal with, especially when you add that to the fact that it can pull out stealth, completely destroy an RMP opener, keep people in combat, keep people out of stealth. Is just a great button. But as always, he will be our variable pick. So you see an RMP, and you don't think the Raise A-Bomb plays have been going so well. You need Dome because your teammates keep dying. Raise A-Bomb is what you're swapping. You see a Wizard Cleave, and you're like, okay, I can't live through Destro Frost Mage without Dome. Raise A-Bomb is what you're swapping. So you'll generally just swap to Dome of Ancient Shadow when the time calls for it. Again, DK Ret, these classes both generally demand Dome, so you're going to be switching over to Dome of Ancient Shadow a lot of times, and that's your talent. So I'll take my hands off the keyboard, my mouse for just a second so you guys can see this. The PvE talents are locked and loaded. These are set in stone. This is what I would run against every team. So finally, definitive, precise information for you. The PvP talents up at the top are actually also set in stone, so you've only got one variable pick for this exact build, for this exact setup, right? This is a video depicting exactly one build. And I really have been enjoying it. So we're gonna go over to gear now. We've hinted at this a little bit. Of course, we already have Death Certainty, that's a no-brainer. It's 35% death coil damage all the time, really helps with that mixed damage, but also giving you more sustain and burst pressure, because death coil during Sudden Doom is now going to hit with a bunch of modifiers, but death coil all the time is actually going to do more damage, so really helping promote that mixed playstyle. And of course, Unity. Haste verse, no question. We know that by now. Insignia is an auto pick for Unholy. I really enjoy it. It gives you more sustained pressure and haste, which is way better than crit for Unholy and Fallen Crusader. That's a no-brainer. Forset, also, I think I've made this very clear, but if you're new to the channel, you will always run Forset on DK, even though Unholy is not as impactful as some of the other Forsets. Doesn't matter. Still extremely impactful, and you can get great stats if you play exactly Helm, Shoulders, Gloves, and legs. Those are the 4 set pieces you're going to run. Now you've seen it a little bit, and I've talked about it a lot but I'm running a ton of haste, and it makes not as much sense to people, so I know that I have to explain this. The death coil scales directly with your mastery, right? So death coil is, it seems like if you're making a build directly designed around death coil, you're going to play as much mastery as possible. That is very rational thinking. That's not crazy to think that. But the other thing that you need to remember is that that's the way that this build didn't work. We've tried this build a lot, and it's just, you got this big one shot, but not a lot else. Haste is for the sustain. Haste is for the mixed damage. You get more death coil procs. You can spend your procs faster. You can do your rotation faster. You can generate wounds faster, so you can burst them with Doom Burst faster, and you still do more sustained damage overall because of all the things and the resource generation that haste gives you. So what you do is you get mastery up to a certain point just by having it on your gear, having it on your rings, and then the rest is generally designed for haste. You get it from insignia, you get it from your chest and your helm and your shoulders and your gems and maybe your legendaries as well. Of course, I put haste mastery on my legendary because I'm already at that 28% to 30% burst window. So you get both stats on your legendary right here, and you have about 830. This is going to be 25 to 30% haste and 42 to 47% mastery, which I think is completely fine. I know you can get a lot more mastery than this, but again, hear me out. So this build, it sustains so much raw damage, gets so many procs, generates so much wounds, that what you're doing is you're doing the Unholy thing, where you're just grinding them out of health. But then, when they're about to stabilize, they don't. You can pool procs, you can save them for your cooldowns, you get them low, and then pop, 10k to 10k, bursting wounds also makes that an extra 5k to 5k, so that's 15k to 15k, that's 30,000 damage. That feels like a Templar's Verdict. If you put Templar's Verdict or Chain Harvest or any other notable burst ability into Unholy, which is a spec that never runs out of damage, has a stackable Mortal Strike and a ton of ranged pressure, that is crazy. Not to mention that Doom Burst and Death Coil are ranged abilities at a long range, so we're talking Final Verdict times 3. That's crazy, right? That is crazy, and that's where I started to think, hey, I'm going to use this build to push this season, not to just make a gimmick that I'm going to show on my stream, my YouTube videos. I am going to use this, so this is going to be my build for the rest of the season. I'll see. If I get rank 1, you'll know this video was not a waste of your time. But that's why this is my build. This is Final Verdict times 3 in a nutshell. What you can do is you can add a button, a true powerful button, to Unholy's rotation, something it never really has access to. This is finishing power, it's ranged finishing power, it's fantastic swap ability, it's a great button. So what you're gonna do is you're going to run as much, again, haste first and mastery, no crit at all as possible, with the emphasis on the haste, and then you're going to get mastery from Fleshcraft with you know who, right? Plague Divisor, we'll talk about him in just a second, but you already knew we were running that, and maybe a Fury Warrior, because remember, you gotta pick a comp to play. When you queue up for this game, you get to choose what comp you play, unless, unfortunately, every Fury Warrior is taken, which may be true. But generally, you will play the comp you want to play, and that means this build specifically is extremely potent with a Fury Warrior, because they're going to be running Necro, and Necro gives you what? A ton of mastery. So you actually have all the haste you need for the mixed damage portion to get enough procs, to proc Sudden Doom enough to actually get your burst window out and have that sustained pressure, and then you get your mastery from Plague Divisor, your off pieces, and Necro Banner. So already, right, I'm at 54% mastery. I don't have a banner on me right now. If you give me a banner right now, I'm going over 1,000 mastery. That's 50%, 60% plus, so that's 70 to 75 to 80% extra damage. That's a lot of mastery component, and you've still got that proc rate. So I know I harped on that a little more. I said I wasn't going to do the ranting thing, but I know a lot of people are going to be like, why are you running the wrong stat for something specifically focused on one-shots? It's because I don't think a one-shot gimmick works for Unholy. I think this works for Unholy, and I think that's why that build has not gotten the love that I think it's going to get at the end of this season. Now remember, people have to try things. People have to make them popular. But I'm going to try and do just that for you guys this season. And I hope that you guys too do that. And we see a lot more of this build percolating in Glad Range. But anyway, that is gearing. That is gearing and stats in a nutshell. So now we are going to the Soulbind real quick, just to emphasize. You're running the Plague Divisor, which gives you your mastery here and your single target 6% damage buff there. And of course, we're running Convocation. We've already talked ad nauseum about the Festering Wound synergies that this build has. But so, of course, you're not going to take off Convocation. Just gives you more sustained pressure and gives you a ton more burst damage from Wounds bursting, which you're going to be doing a lot. Brutal Grasp is an auto pick. It is so extremely powerful for Unholy this season, so that means you have to get rid of Eternal Hunger for Embrace Death, and that is okay. I know it's a rough conduit to lose, but you got to choose one, and Eternal Hunger is definitely the one you're going to have to choose here because of the power of the other two. And this is the thing that brings it all together. Of course, 88% extra damage, this is where you get your spike damage. And when everything aligns and somehow you get a crit with your 6% crit chance, I will show you a 36k hit in PvP this season. So against about 1900 2k. So these people, while they weren't rank 1 players, they had gear on, so it's not like I hit it on somebody who was just running around naked, right? So they had gear on, they had versatility, it still hit that hard. Pretty wild. That's again with the banner buff. So again, I assume you're going to be able to find a Fury Warrior to play this with. It's a fantastic comp. And the other conduits are all just the old classic. I'll leave it up on the screen for 2 seconds if you want to just copy my my pathway here. And that's everything. That's the conduits, the soulbinds, the gearing, the talents, and all my explanations for each. Again, this is, you're losing, this is a better way to think about it than the way we were thinking before. Before, I think we were trying to go all in for a one-shot, and when you didn't kill them with it, you're like, why don't I just play Vesper Totem, right? That's not what this build is. This is giving Unholy spike damage, which is an incredibly powerful thing to give Unholy. You're losing exactly Eternal Hunger and Frenzied is a great legendary, so that is a tough loss. But the sustain, especially with this mixed damage build that I've created for you, is still so high that trading a little bit more sustain, or maybe even a lot bit more from Frenzied plus Eternal Hunger, for a hit that can kill somebody at a moment's notice, potentially 2 hits. Remember, this is just a lot of damage you can pack into a small period of time, I think is a worthy trade-off. Do I believe now that the other build is invalidated because of this? God, no. Absolutely not. I believe that they are both fantastic builds, and I want to see what you guys have more success with. So please, perfect time in the comments below. If you are able to try this build, remember, you want to play a decent comp, Fury and Holy with it, and you want to give it a lot of tries, because I think it'll take a little bit of time before you realize you have to get out of the habit of, I have a Death Coil proc, we win. Instead of that, it's actually just do everything perfectly, play Unholy the way I've been playing it, and find that more often than not, I can finish opponents that I was not able to finish before. Because again, if you're just thinking, I got a Death Coil proc, oh, shouldn't we just win now? Wait, we didn't win, what happened? You're playing this the way we played it last season, or in failed attempts, and I don't think that's the right move. So in the comments below, if you are able to have success with this build, please tell me, maybe give me some VODs. I'll do some VOD review if you want. You can always find me in my Discord, and I really hope you guys have some fun with this one, because this is my new build and the one that I'll be running as I push my own personal threes. So I will see you guys in the next video, and here's some clips for you to enjoy. Chins, A-bomb, give me a banner. Nice. Popping off. Give me all the buffs. Get it, Jake. Nice. Give me a proc right now. Proc, please. Blizzard. Blizzard. This is impossible. This is mathematically unsound. He's still gonna die, but like, what? Where are my procs? I'm just killing him with damage. That's no fun. Wait, okay, the game's still going.
What your procs
oh, I got a proc. Okay, I need to kind of pull these though, because I don't have them low yet. Oh my god. I got my APOC back up. Procking? Procking again? I just destroyed his Aegis. Wait, I got a third one? It's a dream, dispel me. Oh, that was so sick. Okay. James and Red, let's go red hard. Hopefully you can get up here. APOC, give me everything. Going off right now. Oh, I got a proc early too. I can actually just nuke this guy with a proc. Just kidding, he's immune to everything. That was revival. Oh my god, it's getting nuked, man. That's Bob.
It sounds it.
Here we got this. We got the stun, the shadow ready. I had an AMS. Healed myself through their window. I have a ton of damage here.
Okay.
He's running for his life. It's fine to stun this guy. APOC. As soon as I build up some procs, it's gonna be really sick. Our warrior reconnects now, which is nice. I get Dark Transform off. I'm gonna get out of this. He's just running the whole game. It's just freedom and running the entire game. He just doesn't come back. Sheesh. I get to proc. Now he stops running and he one-shots me. Nope, seems like you got me. Nice job. I got back-to-back procs here and I have some dam. Procking, actual huge damage right now. Mistweaver's going room from the press.
I'm just purging. I'm purging his hots off.
I see. It's good. The fucking unbound freedom is so frustrating.
Spell you. I have a thing back up. I just gotta get to you.
What's thing?
Cooldown.
Okay, cool. I like it. It's good.
I have Dark Arc up too.
Okay, you can send. Hopefully I get some procs here. Ah, I pitched something in this thing. Spot.
Oh, that's the last thing on him. Oh, you got him back.
Got it, yeah. I have Limit 6. And I got my APOC back up because your cooldown reset.
Capture now. I get that. I fear thing, I PIU, and we kill him here, I think. He has nothing.
I have Lim. I'm sending everything right now. APOC. It's bubble. Probably going through. It's big cocoon, man. Ah, that rop into the wall too. It's brutal. Still have a ton of damage. It's wings from them. Stone. Can't catch him, man. Nice fucking gripping me back. I have DA. Crazy's in trouble.
Yeah, the problem is mana here.
Yeah, both teams are but I don't think we win it. Oh, that's a big heal, man. I'm gonna sack my pet for some more healing. Get a death coil proc. Changing him. I've never seen a rat move this much, just run this much in his life. It's just like really unfun. Because it's unbound. There's just nothing I can do. I stopped the drink, Ivy. Chains. Jeez, this is just a dispel. Nice. Such an unbelievable way to play the game.
Okay, I'm gonna use my thing for mana here.
Okay, it's fine.
Oh no, impaired me on it. Come on, warrior, you gotta live here.
Picked him? You should be just cranking the DK while this is happening, right? I mean, shouldn't a Fury Warrior have been able to kill him by now? This guy's almost like going for a drink. Death Coil proc. Death Coil proc. That's fun. DK's in a lot of trouble. That's what I was thinking would happen, yes.
Yeah, I got 30% mana back.
Okay, then use it to heal him because this is gonna be some big damage from him. I got a bunch of haste right now, hoping for a proc.
Steeps me half.
Okay.
You have
Sending him
things
right
soon
now.
releasing.
We got revival too. It's very good. All before my limb go, which comes up like right now. Do you have any buffs to give me? It's over.
Yeah, you've got them.
Nice. I love it. It's so sick, man.
Run out of mana.
That's a boss. Okay, what? I just A-bombed on top of this guy. Where did he go? What? All right, he's a god. Limbing, give me ban. Give me PI, give me everything.
You got banned.
Okay. Spamming dam. Spamming some good old-fashioned dam. Truly. Oh, man. Can't I just play? I just want to play, man.
Still your PI, by the way.
Kill this match. So Arcanosphere? No, Arcane Orb.
Silenced.
Siphon on me. Your paint's up, I think.
Okay, I'll trinket.
It's your save for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got paints up. I'm gonna get CC'd still though.
I should have just killed this fiend.
It's half, it's half.
I can Death Strike to full now that the Siphon's not on there. They're gonna run out of cooldowns pretty quick and then we'll kill. Death Coils are coming out.
Poly on me.
Huge press. This silence is brutal, bro.
Yeah, I can't.
I have AMS, it's fine. I'm trying to hold it though.
I got a full fear.
I'm gonna AMS here then. See if I can get aggressive.
On the edge grid.
Mind controlled. Ooh.
I have Unholy Frenzy back. Do we have anything to pair with it?
28 seconds per banner.
I've got Dark Arc. I've got Dark Arc.
Dark Arc? Okay, we can send Dark Arc. I'm gripping this. Oh, I can't get to him.
Oh.
Okay. Still trying to get some damage out during this. Just kiting. Could really use a proc right now. Hey, got one right when I said it. Procking? Got block on it.
Shielding. Bye-bye.
Nice, good shatter, good shatter.
CC'd forever.
Banner's up, banner's up.
Okay, save it if you can.
Dead.
Alright.
Wait, fear. Use fear.
I can AMS so soon. Please keep me alive for 5 seconds, man. Nice. Can you banner me? It's time to hammer. There's no block. We're cranking him. Oh my god, what was that heal? Wait, we're still cranking him. Oh, let's go, baby. Time to win. Oh, the death coil. Wow, it actually came in clutch. Bro. Chance. Banner me. Every button.
Banner's.
So sick. Nice. Triple stun. I like it. Oh, I got procs. I'm going to go right through Karma then. Oh, double proc. What? Okay. Kicked flash heal. Another proc. Can you get my games? Jesus. That was a sick one.
A little bit of damage there.
Yeah, let's take a look at the meters after this so I can see how much my death roll did. What? Who got hit by this?
It was the monk.
The monk got hit by a 35k death coil, dude. Oh my god. Okay, banner me, beautiful. You'll have to get around here for PI. I got a proc so early. I can just one-shot him right now. Through everything. I just destroyed his karma. It's over. That's disgusting. Nope, he's alive. Gripping. Chance. Let's win this. Give me one more proc. I can end it. Right here, team.
Blink to sweep.
Procced him. He's still alive. Wait, I'm sending him from across the map. He just dies. I have Limgo in 12 seconds. We can at least get enough pressure off it if he's still. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
I just need to. I really need to. I have AMS in a few seconds. Just don't overlap with me, man. Limming, winnable. No, dude, I had AMS in a second, dude. It's so foul. I limmed them together though.
Again.
I gripped his thing. I'm getting procs. I kicked him. He's negative mana, bro. Okay, you have to play aggressive with me right now. It's fine. Just fear him and kill. Zip, baby. No, I don't get a proc and he's walled. Oh, it's so sad. How long in PI do you have?
I have it now.
Okay. Okay, send it. I have to trinket. Kicked him. Oh, that dark pact, dude. Okay, I have a lot of damage here. Gripped him back.
He coils me.
It's okay. I'll IBF it, it's fine. It's casting circle. No, my pet. Oh, go back. I can kill him, dude. Yes, I killed a man with a big death coil proc. Please keep me alive. Please keep me alive. Oh my god. All right, next. Who's next? I got a proc. I need my pet back. I have it in 12. I tried to sack it thinking that I was scared and you got a huge heal on me. Winnable. I have Lim in 38. Don't let me die to his nonsense. It's very nonsense. I have my pet back finally. I've
Radio stop the drink.
You should. I'm panda racialed. Oh, I can't pet stun this. Fuck. Gets a little bit of mana there, but I have limb in 15. Nice, I got the pet stun on him around the corner. I have limb now-ish. What do you have?
I just gave you buff. I have Dark Arc too.
Okay. I'm sending right now. Some huge pressure. Gripped him. No, I didn't. I'm hoping my thing comes in. He's trying to go for a drink. It doesn't matter. I'm going to kill him right here. Death coil proc. Dead. Death. Chains. Limbing. He's going to probably fade. There it is. And he ups. Swap over to the Feral real quick. Trying to pull some procs, but I'm not getting any right now. Got one.
Yeah,
a lot of damage right now. Pet stunning procking him. Huge damn, man. Oh, I didn't even get the pet stun off. Hello. He's in trouble. Soul Reaper proc. So good, man. Wow, that's actually so fun.